Alright, hey everybody, just going to do a short video here. Just going to show you guys my GHI Clown clutch, which was awesome because of a pastel clown that I produced a couple years back, female, and I wasn't sure I was going to breed her this year, but she went off food, so at the front of a bin looking for males and all that, so you know how it is. So I was like, alright, that's what you want, give you a male. So I put in a butter blade clown with her, and he locked up with her once, and then she went back on food, so I was like, sweet. She started crushing the food again, so I was happy about that. And then she went off food, started building, so I was like, ah shit, she's gonna go. So I didn't pair any other males with her. So I didn't really want her to go. She had the size and age, but I wanted to wait a year, give her another year, let her build up big, and then hopefully she'd go for a couple years in a row at least. But anyways, she was gonna go. She was going. She was getting close to ovulating, so I was like, alright. So I had this GHI het clown male that I hadn't seen locking up, but he was up to size and everything. I was like, alright, throw him in there, see if he can get the job done, sneak one in. And lo and behold, he locked up with her right before she ovulated, so I was like, sweet. Hopefully he gets the clutch, because I actually didn't plan on using that male until this fall. Anyways, so yeah, he locked up with her. That was awesome. She ovulated. Everything fantastic. Except she ovulated, did her shed and everything, and then that male, he's acting fine and everything, he just wasn't eating. So I was like, alright, it's a male, breeding, that's what they do, go off food, lost some tend to. And then one day I came into my snake room and like, it stank. So I opened the bin, like he just took the grossest like green shit, and it was nasty. I thought about throwing out the bin. Anyways, cleaned it up, everything, and then the next day I come in, check on him, and he died. So it was like he never exhibited any illness or anything, so I think it's something gastrointestinal that happened with him. He's got some sort of GI illness, so I took that gross shit. But yeah, she's laid her eggs, clutch came out, everything's fine, she's eating, she's happy. And yeah, so after that I was like really hoping that the GHI male would get the clutch, because it's my one and only shot with him, and lo and behold, it looks like he got it. So pretty stoked about that. The guy I bought the male off of, he was going to take care of me anyways, which he didn't need to do at all. I was just letting him know, because I like to keep people up to date on animals I get from how they're doing and stuff. I like when people do the same with me, by the way. But yeah, I just told him, I was like, yeah man, I was going to use that GHI next year. He died. It sucks. Oh well. And surprisingly, he was like, I got that animal like a year ago. So, but he was going to take, he was like, I got another GHI het clown male, like, don't worry, I'll take care of you for next year. And I wasn't just going to take his animal. I told him that if I take the male, we would split the clutch. The first clutch he gave me, which I bred to a clown, which I would have bred to a clown, we would split the clutch. But I hit what I wanted to hit, so I said, don't worry about that male. That boy got the job done, and my projects are carrying on. So yeah, the guy's Phil Robinson from Robinson's Raw Pythons, by the way. So very good guy. But yeah, I'll show you the clutch now. Alright, so here's the big one out of the clutch. We'll start off big. Yeah, here is pastel GHI clown. The pairing was just pastel clown to GHI het clown. So it's pretty stoked to hit this one. It's a boy, so he'll be staying here. Oh man, still just so stoked with this animal. It's nice reduced. I actually prefer my clowns real busy, but this guy came out, seems to be a little reduced. So, big plans for this boy in the future. That head is unmistakable. Look online, saw this head hanging out of the egg, and I looked online. It's the first thing you see, that head, it's just like, oh yeah, it's pretty unmistakable. On to the next. This one is a female pastel GHI het clown. This is the only female out of the clutch, and it will also be staying here. She'll also be in the breeding team. She's very shy. But yeah, I was pretty stoked to hit this one too. Female GHI het clown. Think about super GHI clowns. Pastels in there. Oh boy. Some juicy shit that's gonna be going on with that. I love GHI. What an awesome gene. Juicy. Here's the male GHI het clown, pastel GHI het clown. He's also awesome looking, bro. We'll see how this one ages. He looks a little bit darker than the other one. I originally, before it shed, I just thought it was a GHI het clown, but pretty sure that's a pastel GHI het clown. This is also a male. Going to be selling this one, more than likely. And this one is a bit of a weird looking one. This is, I thought I might have paired my phantom clown male with his female, and I actually might have, but I don't think this is a phantom clown. I think this is just a normal clown. Looks awesome though, super dark. I talked to a guy that has bred a lot of GHI clown stuff, and he's hatched out weird clowns like this out of GHI clown clutches as well. So thinking it's kind of like the leopard sib kind of thing, where in leopard clutches sometimes you'll produce siblings that don't have the leopard gene but still are kind of whacked out, like we're seeing with this guy. But he's a super nice clown. If I was looking for a normal clown, man, this guy's awesome. Look at that head. And this one, this boy is very spicy. He likes a very spicy one. Oh boy. Very, very mean one. But yeah, this is just a pastel clown, and it does not look like any other pastel clown I've ever hatched. Oh, you little fucker. It's very, very mean. It's very upset with me at the moment. I took him out of his bin, but like, it's crazy looking pastel clown, man. It's a male as well. I'll show you a comparison. Calm down. So here's another pastel clown. They look nothing alike, but this one is what all the clowns I've ever hatched look like. Calm down. Like, they look very, very different. And all the ones I produce look like this. We're gonna have yeah, pretty crazy. Oh boy, they're both mad at me now. Uh-oh. Alright. Oh boy. I'm in trouble now. Ow! He got me! Alright. Try and wrangle these two. Alright, so now that we saw the clutch and I got bit on video. I rarely ever get bit, but that's the way she goes. Yeah, I just want to have a little chat about something I saw on YouTube. Mr. Brian Barczyk, I'm sure you've heard of him. He put out a video today or yesterday about breeding wild-caught animals, farmed animals and stuff like that. And he got into a topic which I found interesting to think about, and I have thought about it before, but he began articulating it a bit. Is breeding animals not just because it's going to make you a bunch of money or something, but because it's good for the hobby and it's good for the wild population of animals. That brings me to something I believe in when doing with anything I do, really, is what can I do to make whatever I'm doing, whether it's snakes, reptiles, strongman, when I was in football, my career, anything. What can I do to make it better than before I came? And I think that applies a lot to what we're doing with reptiles. A lot of people might not see or understand why we keep these animals. Besides, like, they're awesome, they're cool to work with, I love them. There's all the genes and everything, and I love genetics, love biology, all that kind of stuff. But what is the social utility or social value of this community and of keeping reptiles? So for me, and I shared this on World Snake Day or whatever it was, shared a post on my Facebook and Instagram page that seemed to get some positive reaction, was through making beautiful ball pythons that you don't have to be a reptile person to appreciate. I know people have talked to me, people that like to paint and stuff like that, they say they look at these animals and it makes them want to paint. They love the color and it draws them in a bit. Whereas the snake becomes not just some thing they're afraid of. It's something interesting to them in that moment. And we can use that moment. You can't underestimate a moment because life's made of them. So in that moment you have an opportunity to reach them and show them that these are animals, beautiful animals, that have a place in our world. And they don't have to come away wanting a snake or loving snakes, but if they aren't actively wanting to kill snakes, I think that's a step in the right direction. Because there's a ton of people out there, they see a snake, their first reaction is, I want to kill it. But if we can reach those people and show them that these animals aren't just scary things, they are creatures that have a place in our world. They deserve a place just like any other. Then that is something beneficial to the world, and that's worth pursuing. And it's bigger than just the snakes in our room that we like to play with and keep and breed and stuff like that. And it's bigger than just the going to the reptile shows. It's bigger than just the community, and those are all great things. but it becomes something bigger than yourself. And I think a lot of people who find fulfillment in whatever they're doing, it's that gives them a lot of their fulfillment. It's not their little accomplishments. It is contributing to something bigger than themselves to have a larger effect on the world around them. So I don't think Brian touched on that directly, but I think that's one of the things he's trying to get at with maybe breeding other animals that come out of the wild cheap, but are possibly harming the native habitats, the native populations. And I don't think those wild caught animals, when they're taken out of the wild, enjoy their life as much as a captive bred animal would, because that's all they know. Same with like tree monitors, like they come in wild caught lots. In the wild, they're running around chasing bugs and birds and all kinds of stuff. They have like a 5 kilometer home territory, and then they catch them in the wild, they bring them in, and they live in a 4-foot cage. I think those animals probably, when they come out of the wild, probably do not prefer the cage. But it's necessary to produce in captivity. So I think it'd be worth the money for people who want those animals to buy captive bred. But yeah, it's a big topic. There's lots of things to consider, but in the short of it, I agree with his sentiment. I know he puts his money where his mouth is. He breeds animals that he puts quite a bit of investment into them and doesn't get a lot out. So yeah. So just curious, what do you guys and ladies and whatever, what do you all do? Is there anything you feel you contribute, or is there a way that you make the hobby about something bigger than just keeping snakes or reptiles or whatever, fish, whatever you're keeping? Is there something you feel you're contributing to the world at large by working with these animals, keeping them, breeding them, anything like that? I'm interested to know if I'm just some nerd or if there's other people that think similarly. But yeah, I'd like to know what everybody else has to say about that. So anyways,